So my guy Bamvi got married last month, March, and I got the amazing honor of making his wife's wedding dress. So first and foremost, the consultation. Now we're all in different parts of the country at this time, so we had to do the consultation virtually, but it went smoothly. And this consultation happened in December because the wedding was happening in March, and we didn't want to waste any time, to be honest. So during the consultation, they told me the theme of their wedding is a 1920s vibe, and they also had a thing for Dandelions by Ruth B. And so I just picked that up and used it as the main inspiration for the mood board. So we termed the mood board a Dandelion Symphony, and that's what I used to get inspiration for the dresses. And I came up with this design for her ceremony look. Now we made some corrections, took out the bow at the back, the extra train at the back. Of course, had more lacing on the body compared to what we had on the sketch, but we clarified all of these during the follow-up with the bride. Then for the robe, this was also the mood board for the robe, still dandelion themed, just that softness, that ethereal look. And this is what we came up for the robe. Adjustments that were made, I took out the veil at the back and then added a little bit of a peekaboo of lace in front, just to give it something a little bit extra, just a little. It's not even extra, it's just something, but we still maintain the softness of the look in general. This was what she used for their after evening event that happened instead of their reception. So stay tuned for part 2 if you want to see what the dress looks like. So this is our first look of the dress. Sorry I couldn't get a video of the fitting. That was done virtually and somehow I couldn't get a video. But anyway, we move on. So I sent this to the bride, just telling her details about the dress, things that were not finished yet. But yeah, the dress was practically finished at this point. We just needed to do the finishing touches and send it over. So this was the veil. Absolutely love this veil. Very simple, very muted. I think I'll call this a Datnin'S veil because it was specifically made for her. Of course, the first fitting was in person and she absolutely looked gorgeous in the dress. I loved the way it looked on her. I loved how happy she was in the dress. She was happy with the train. Yes, I made sure that the train was as long as possible. So we had like a little bit of adjustments, but we took care of that. Then the veil. The magic always happens when you put the veil on. I don't know what it is about the veil, but once the bride puts the veil on, if you can see, my bride was almost shedding tears. She absolutely loved the way that she looked, and I was so happy that she was happy. Now this is the robe, the final look, and it absolutely looked nice. The back, oh my gosh, I am obsessed with the back. I didn't have enough rope when we were doing the fitting, but I still got more rope for the actual day. The idea was to just cover up the back so that it doesn't look too exposed. Then D-Day came. We had like a little photo session before we went into the church. This was my bride looking gorgeous. Datnin looked amazing. And her flower bouquet was actually dandelions, which I absolutely loved that she had that detail. But yeah, it was an absolutely amazing experience, especially with the fact that her groom, her husband, is my friend, and I got to do this for the both of them. So happy. This is she and her girlies. Absolutely love the vintage vibe with the girls looking so gorgeous. And yeah, it was an amazing experience, and I'm wishing them the best life could offer. Happy married life, Datnin and Bamvi.
Searching for you, my babe. I've been searching for you. some bass.